Oh, Miss Widow, I think you will talk. Katja here will see to that.
We need you to come in.
Are you kidding? I'm working.
Barton's been compromised.
Let me put you on hold. Where's Barton now?
I'll brief you on everything when you get back.
But first, you get the big guy.
Hey, big guy.
I assume the whole place is surrounded.
Just you and me.
Who are you?
I'm here on behalf of S.H.I.E.L.D. We need you to come in.
What if I say no?
This has the potential energy to wipe out the planet.
What does Fury want me to do? Swallow it?
It emits a gamma signature that's too weak for us to trace. There's no one that knows gamma radiation like you do.
Just you and me.
I got me one! I got me one!
Good to go on this end.
The rest is up to you.
Stark Tower is about to become a beacon of self-sustaining clean energy.
Sir, Agent Coulson of S.H.I.E.L.D. is on the line.
I'm not in. I'm actually out.
Sir, I'm afraid he's insisting.
Gross spine, Jarvis.
Levels are holding steady, I think.
Of course they are. I was directly involved. Which brings me to my next question. How does it feel to be a genius?
Well, I wouldn't know that now, would I? Maybe you should ask that arc reactor of yours.
Sir, the telephone. I'm afraid my protocols are being overridden.
Stark, we need to talk.
Shouldn't you answer that? It could be serious. Phil sounds pretty shaken.
Phil. His first name is Agent. You have reached the life model decoy of Tony Stark. Please leave a message.
This is urgent.
Then leave it urgently. Security breach.
Mr. Stark?
Phil, come on in. We're celebrating.
Why is he Phil?
Is this about the Avengers? Which I know nothing about.
The Avengers initiative was scrapped. I thought, and I've been qualified.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, apparently I'm volatile, self-obsessed, play well with others.
That I did know.
This isn't about personality profiles anymore.
Access granted.
I need you to look this over. As soon as possible.
Official consulting hours are between 8 and 5 every other Thursday.
This isn't a consultation.
What is all of this?
This.
Whoa. Okay, I'm going to take the jet to DC tonight. You have homework. You have a lot of homework.
Poor Captain Steve Rogers. A man at a time. I mean, literally. Back when he first became Captain America, he had so many adventures and faced such incredible foes. I wonder if the future will be any different for him. Anyway, Cap had many strange adversaries, but none were as dangerous as the Red Skull and Arnim Zola. It's a good thing that he had help from Peggy Carter and his best friend Bucky Barnes.
Trouble sleeping? Excelsior. Ow! Dr. Zola, what do you think? A masterpiece! What is happening? Captain America. How exciting. Let's go!
LEGO Marvel's Avengers walkthrough, so I decided not to narrate over that initial part where you had to put together all of the punching bags for Captain America, just because it was kind of short, it was extremely straightforward, and there was yet another cutscene, and it's really annoying for me when I have to narrate and then I have to watch a cutscene, then I have to narrate through part of the level and then watch cutscenes. I'm just trying to minimize the amount of cutscenes I have to sit through. So anyway, this is where we're going to be dealing with the Red Skull, and it kind of goes into a flashback, I guess. So this is sort of taking part of... It's been forever since I've seen the first Marvel movie, so I don't actually remember if this was part of it. It probably was, but... Anyway, it seems that it's just going to be taking us kind of through a reminder of the first Captain America movie, even though it's not totally 100% similar to the movie, but you know, it's got the same thing. You defeat the Red Skull and Hydra, and then, of course, spoiler alert, later find out that Hydra hasn't quite ended yet. So, we just need to take care of a few of these rockets, and I think that Hydra and his doctor are kind of talking to each other like, oh, this turret is really good, and then of course we're going to be destroying this turret in a few seconds, and then the next turret's going to be coming up, and oh, this turret's even better, I swear, master, and that kind of thing. It's pretty funny, and it's dialogue I'm obviously talking over, so you should definitely buy the game to play it, because the game's a lot of fun, and you miss out on a lot when you don't. So, the Captain America shield, if you remember, if you ever played the first LEGO Marvel game, then you will remember that it can put out fires, and you can do this kind of oddly. Most of the time you can push B right next to a fire and then push A to jump on it, but sometimes, for some reason, you only have to push B. So it's not very consistent. I don't really know why that is, but there you go. So you just need to put out the first fire, and then you can use, I don't know who this is that we're with, I don't think it's Bucky, it might be Bucky, whoever it is, we need to just open up that, we rip open the front of that turret and then we can blow it up, and as you see here we're going to have to do the same thing with that turret, but first it's going to have a force field over it, and I'm not actually 100% sure how the force field gets taken down. I think you just need to wait, because eventually it goes down, and the third and final turret is going to have another force field. And the same thing, it just kind of took a couple of seconds and it just went down on its own. So I don't know if it just runs out of power or what, but it just seems kind of pointless. I mean, here it is. I whacked it with my shield, I think, and down the force field went. So I don't really know the purpose of those. I think that spinning A right there, you can go over and whack it and it'll let you know that you can use this guy to pull out the clip there, I think. But I don't really know what's going on. So the enemies in this game are pretty annoying. I think they were probably some of the most annoying out of any LEGO game, because they just constantly come up to you, and you're invincible during any time that you do anything important. So if you're building something, you're invincible. If you're pulling a lever, you're invincible. If you're aiming, you're not quite invincible, but usually 4 hearts is enough to get to do that before you die. So what this basically means is you don't actually have to defeat any of the enemies, and unless you're doing it just for fun, you don't really want to defeat any of the enemies, just because it's a lot quicker just to do everything while you're invincible and then just rush through the level, and there's no real motivation to kill them anyway, since they just keep respawning and getting tossed at you. And on top of that, they make it really hard to do a couple of things like pushing B next to a lever, which I've mentioned this before, so I won't talk about it anymore. But I don't know, the enemies are just kind of... I wish there was a point when they would stop coming, and maybe if you kill like 50 of them they do. I don't know, I usually skip past most of them, but there are a few spots you'll obviously, we've already run into it a few times. There's a few times you will obviously have to defeat a couple of the enemies before you can continue on in the level. And as for the third and final turret, same thing, just wait for that force field to go down, pull out the hook with his hook shot. Man, I really hope the HD remake of Twilight Princess doesn't suck. And then you can blow it up, and once that one is blown up, we'll be able to build this kind of air levitator. And both of you can jump up here, and we're going to be tossed our first probably strong enemy, and by strong I mean he's really annoying. Oh my goodness, he's really annoying. So Captain America's shield, as we all know, is pretty much indestructible, and it's going to be able to... It's going to be able to deflect pretty much anything, and that includes this guy's bullets. So I had to actually cut out part of this here because it took me like 5 minutes to actually figure it out, because it just wasn't really working for me. And this guy's going to start shooting at you and laser beaming you, and you'll have to blow open the force field first and then toss Captain America's shield up there. But he's going to start kind of lasering you, and you can only block it with Captain America's shield, and you need to make sure you're not doing anything. Push B so you activate a shield, and then you can get up close to him, and then you just need to kind of start mashing the attack button and hope that you can hit him enough that he actually dies. If you miss him a few times and he gets another laser on you, he's going to push you away and you're going to have to do it all over again. But that's pretty much all you have to do, and then you can come up into this elevator and you can start running away, or you can start watching the Red Skull run away, which was... What? Got a puppy sneezing behind me, apparently. Anyway, and the Red Skull running away was really what bothered me in the first Captain America movie, and I didn't really like that movie that much. I love The Winter Soldier, but I did not like the first one because the whole thing was just, oh, let's just go chase the bad guy. And maybe it's because of recent things that have come out, but for some reason chasing the bad guy just kind of seems so old-fashioned that I think I might be tired of it. But anyway, I guess as far as the Marvel movie went, Captain America is pretty darn cool. Cannot wait for Civil War.
Hydra does not retreat. Let us see how the heroic Captain America deals.
So then we get kind of a little cutscene with Red Skull here, and we gotta go do a quick time event where we just kind of smash him to death. And I guess this one is actually pretty close to the ending of the first movie, so just use Captain America's shield to get really close to him, and then once you get close enough you can start pushing the button that's on screen until Red Skull basically dies. And then his little friend is going to pull open that lever, and we're going to have to switch to this other guy whose name I will learn as soon as I do. Right? Okay, well first we have to put out the fire, but anyway, oh, it is Bucky, okay. I thought Bucky had black hair. I don't know, I'm colorblind. Anyway, blow it up with Bucky, and then you can build the object that comes down here if you hopefully don't get pushed off like I just did. And then you should be able to kill a few more of the enemies if they get in your way. And once you build it, you can jump up onto those swing points, I guess those gymnastic points that Captain America can do. And I think Bucky can too, but maybe Bucky's not acrobatic enough. So jump over 3 of them and then jump right here onto the Red Skull. And then you'll just want to follow a few more... Okay, no, cutscene.
I'm with you till the end of the line, pal.
You missed that window. There were bugs on a windshield.
Better get moving, Bugs.
Okay, this time the radio is definitely going to work. Captain Roberts, come in.
Alright, anyway, here we are on the train, and be sure to save your progress every single time you get a chance, just in case, because LEGO games aren't known for being the most stable, so in case it crashes, you don't want to have to redo everything. And if you don't want me talking over some of the cutscenes accidentally, then there's a link in the description where you can watch all of the cutscenes compiled for this game, if it doesn't get DMCA removed, since they do remove the they do rip the voices directly from the movie, so I don't really know how that'll work. We'll find out later, I guess. But anyway, now that we're on the train, we just kind of need to work our way toward the front of it, and this is going to be nearing the end of the level, and I'm trying to smash a whole bunch of words in one little second here, so that's why I'm tripping over myself again. Anyway, if you hear some noises in the background, that would be my puppy chewing on her bone, and I would much rather her chew her bone than my expensive chair, so I don't really want to take it away from her. Anyway, so once we make it this far, we're going to be running into another one of those big giant enemies, and this part's a little bit tricky. At least it was for me. It's not really too hard, but you need to put out the fire with Captain America if it'll let you. For some reason, putting out the fire is kind of hit and miss. Like I said before, sometimes you push B and it'll put it out. Sometimes you have to push B and then A. I don't really know why. Then you can build this kind of I don't really know what to call it. I guess a hydraulic, and it will let you put up this bar that we're going to be building here in a second, and then Captain America is going to have to jump on that bar and then jump up on top of the train, and he'll be able to take out that fancy enemy, and then he'll be able to build a ladder or something that'll help Bucky get up, because Bucky can't jump quite as high as Captain America can. Now, I already did this because I kind of got stuck here for a few seconds, so I think, yeah, I already destroyed that guy, but we just took him out the same way we did the first guy, and then I blew up a couple of the LEGO items here that we needed to blow up to be able to build. So now all you have to do is push it forward, And you just come on this side, and once again Captain America has to be up here because Bucky can't go that high, and then you can use Bucky to pull down this lever or this grapple. Or okay, you can let Bucky shoot a rope so he can grapple himself up or climb up, let's put it that way. Then you're going to need him to blow up both of these generators because he is the only one who can blow up silver objects right now, and also fall off the train for whatever unholy reason. I think I was trying to aim and then it shoved me back down there for some reason. And then once we blow up this one, I don't think we need to throw the shield at it. No, we do not. And then we can keep walking to the front of the train. So you can take out a few of these turrets if you want to, but if you just want to go quickly, just rush on forward. Then this little mini scene will happen. Wow, the dog is making a lot of noise. She's chewing on a sock on her cage now. What? What are you doing? I may have to put her in the other room for the next video. Anyway, so these lasers are going to start shooting at you, and I think we need to switch on over to Captain America, or no, we just need to get some of these Legos to be destroyed, and then we switch to Captain America after we build this point. And this is one of the first times we're going to be using this, and this is pretty similar to other Lego games where we use a character who can reflect laser beams and just have them reflect the laser beams. Now, for some reason, that laser beam was stuck at that point, and it wasn't letting me actually push B on this platform. So as you see, I'm stepping on it, and I'm mashing B, but I just keep dying. So eventually, it does let me do it. Then you'll want to redirect it to the turret to blow it up. And then you'll want to put out the fire with Captain America. And then we can finally jump on the inside of the train here. And once we make it to the front, there's only a few more things we'll have to do, but that'll pretty much be it for this level.
Captain America! Bucky! Hang on! Oh! Grab my hand!
You here with a mission, sir?
I am.
Trying to get me back in the world?
Trying to save it.
Hydra's secret weapon.
Tomorrow, Hydra will stand master of the world. Born to victory on the wings of the Valkyrie.
You should have left it in the ocean.